Hello, my name is Jenna Bosiger, and you're watching Cryptic Cryptids. This is a very special presentation because we're going to be taking a look at my best UFO pictures. Inside my UFO folder. The first UFO photo that I have was taken in La Jolla, California in 1991. I was on a photo shoot. I went on a lot of photo shoots. This was back when you got doubles, and it shows that the UFOs are in both images and they're not just scratches on the photo. And I selected this UFO to enlarge. UFO sighting captured on film in Hemet, California in 2014, UFO and military aircraft. This was taken in my backyard, and this military, very loud military aircraft was what I would call harassing the UFO. And this wasn't the only time I saw stuff like this in Hemet in my backyard. And I tried to zoom in and enlarge. These three pictures were taken in consecutive order. The first one on the right shows the two stationary stars. The second one shows the two stationary stars and a new light right to the left of the stars. And in the third shot, it shows the same two stationary stars and that same light moving away and going to the right between the two stars. So again, that sequence is the two stars stationary with nothing, the two stars with the light to the left, and then the two stars with the light moving to the right. That was taken in my backyard during one of the many lunar photo shoots I did. 2014 Joshua Tree night investigation for the Yucca Man. The results were 2 triangle UFOs and 1 cigar-shaped UFO, and bonus shot of the Yucca Man, aka the Desert Sandman. Here quickly is the original, and then I lightened it to see the UFO better. And you can see is a triangle shape. I lighten and enlarge it. And the only thing better than 1 triangle UFO picture is 2 triangle UFO pictures in one night. Here I lightened it. And the arrow's pointing to what I think is a shadow of the UFO on the ground. There he is. You know, it's not up high in the sky, though. It's kind of more towards the ground. Here, right under Venus, the red arrow is pointing towards a cigar-shaped UFO. It might be in motion. It's got colors. And then that same night, this band of lights that stops in the middle for some reason. We were out in the middle of nowhere. And the bonus picture, you can see to the right 2 eyes shining. So I lightened it and sharpened it, enlarged it, cropped it, enlarged it, and cropped it. And I think that's the Yucca Man with 2 red eyes hunched down in there watching us. This was taken Coachella 2015. Strange light object captured on camera behind and to the left of my friends. Not sure what it is. I've never seen a UFO like that. With sort of a cauliflower-shaped bottom and some sort of winding top of some sort. This was my 3-day, 2-night desert camping trip at the Mule Mountains, and I got over 5 UFOs photographed. And this is one picture of it. next to this mountain at the top there. This is a totally different day, same mountain, same looking UFO. I think this was the third day, and this was the second day, totally different day, totally different picture, same looking UFO next to the same mountain. Zoomed in and cropped, doesn't give much more detail. But during that same camping trip, I got some very strange objects in the sky. And when zoomed in, sharpened, and cropped, the top one looks like a dismembered person. You can kind of see an arm, some arms. And the bottom one looks like maybe a dog's face. This was taken at the top of the Santa Rosa Mountain. Before we left, I did some flash photography to get some orb shots, and I've never got an orb shot like this before. You can zoom in. When I zoomed in, I also saw some other colored lights that I'm thinking were more than just your average orb. Something special about these. And this takes on the shape of your typical UFO or Saturn even. This is a really interesting Salton Sea square-shaped anomaly above me. Most people wouldn't notice anything in this photo, but I'm always looking for UFOs, not just in the sky, but in my photos. And it's weird because when I zoom in and crop and sharpen, and there's almost like a square around the square. Another UFO photo from the Salton Sea. I mean, I don't know. It could be a blimp, maybe, but I don't know of blimps going over the Salton Sea. But you know, you always have to question that. On the way to the Red Cloud Mine in the middle of the desert, I got 3 UFO pictures in a row, just hovering kind of right over the horizon. I'm only showing one, the best one. The fact that there were 3 of them in a row, though, also made me wonder what exactly they were. These pictures were taken at an undisclosed location, and all the pictures show dark objects watching us. And in every single picture, I found the dark shapes hiding in the clouds. And I think this picture proves it because you can see them all in perfect formation. And I zoomed in on this other one that was darker, more visible than the other pictures that I got that day. But zooming in, again, it doesn't give much information as to what it is. Little Kauai Mountain. This is the last picture that was taken before having to turn around. There's something on the horizon, but we were snowed out and I had never been, and I wanted to go so bad, and I had to think about it all spring before we could go back again. But there is something on the horizon in this photo. Probably my favorite UFO pictures, taken in my backyard at Hemet just before sunrise. I don't know why, but I just got out of bed before the sunrise when it was still dark outside. And then when I looked out the back door glass window, I saw this object moving away from me. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was changing shape or if I was just moving around. But all the pictures look different. Okay, well, thanks for watching. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Breaking story. Cryptic Cryptids confirms that plans to change the YouTube channel name is underway and will be announced soon.